Hey friends, welcome in, welcome back, welcome to Revamp and Radiate with me, Sara B, your beauty bestie. I just came from dance practice. So this video is a little different because I need to get this video up for some friends right away because tomorrow is our dance recital and I need to get this up. So it's kind of part of Vlogmas, kind of not. But it's just a tutorial on, it's an uncut tutorial, or I'm going to try to edit it quickly. So this might be long and windy, but I'm going to edit this as quickly as possible, get this out so that my friends can have a little guidance on how to do their stage makeup. The only thing I will note is that I am using more green shades. I do think tomorrow I'm going to try to either use the Viseart palette or the Guerlain palette. Those are the two I kind of want to use. Today I was practicing with Guerlain, Emerald's Feathers, or the new Viseart palette, the green one. Because I learned that our shirts are going to be green. That's the only real difference. But the main thing you want to take away is you want to do matte foundation. And you want to do your skin prep. You want to use matte foundation. And you want to kind of blend as much as possible. And let me know if you have any questions. But I just wanted to give you a quick guidance on how to do your makeup. So I'm going to get this video up. I'm going to just try to quickly edit it as quickly as possible. So it might be long, might be things I would have taken out normally or whatever. So this is just like a quick stage makeup tutorial for you. Or you know what I mean. So I'm getting it up. It's in my Vlogmas series. This is the video I'm posting for today. And hopefully you enjoy it. And you guys have yourselves a great day. Hope all is well. Bye. Okay, so here's the deal. So I'm getting ready to go to dance, and it's our last official dance practice before the recital this weekend. So I just want to throw on a quick face of stage makeup for my friends. So I'm not necessarily pulling out all the products and all the stuff, but I will go through like what you got to look for in your makeup for like your standard stage makeup based on my research. Remember, I'm not a professional, I'm an enthusiast. So let's go. All right. So because this is coming up so quick and time just literally got away from me, I am gonna maybe skip ahead some videos to get this one posted as soon as possible. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is this weekend and I've been promising all my friends I would do this for them. So first, what you want to do is get yourself a liquid exfoliant. If you're doing this on, I would not suggest this for little kids. I don't do this on Madeline. I would do this on any adult. If you have super sensitive skin, this might not be the time to try it for the first time. But you want to get yourself an exfoliant like this BHA liquid exfoliant. This is going to help your makeup lay nicer on your skin. And if you're starting out, you don't want to do this every day. You don't want to burn your skin. I'm just going to spray a little extra moisture on my skin right now because I'm feeling extra dry. I love this Jane Arundel spray. I'm so nervous and I have to hurry up. Okay. So we have exfoliated our skin. Now the most important part is skin prep. You want to get your skin nice and prepped, including your lips. So get yourself a lip balm and start that at the beginning of the process. Okay. I love this Edom lip balm. It's really nice, very nourishing. If you're dry like me, I like to get a milky toner. And get that all, especially under your eyes. I'm just moisturizing my skin. I've been using this Sara Creel almost every day now. I love this. This is great. If you have dry skin, I highly recommend checking this out. You can get it at Sephora. So I'm just putting on moisture. And you want to, don't forget like your ears, behind your ears. Kind of all over. Oh, I don't have any kind of Vlogmas ears on. Okay. I'm feeling like crazy rushed. But you know what? This is how we are when we start our dance, right? When we're trying to get ready, especially if we have to get the kids ready and everything. Okay. I'm going to put some this Tula eye balm under my eye just to get that space nice and add moisture. I love this one. This is a good one. I've been using this for a while. And if I'm not mistaken, one of these are in my giveaway. I'm just putting on some lightweight moisturizer. This one is the MAC Skin Canvas Hyperreal Skin Canvas Balm. MAC makes nice skincare that's really good for under makeup. And I actually use a lot of this. I like the serumizer for Maddie. I use that on her, and I use the MAC primer on her. Today, I'm just grabbing some stuff out of my own collection to get the stage makeup look put together for you. I grabbed the Prada primer because this is new to me and I'm still trying to figure out if I like it or not. And I want to use it. So I'm priming my skin. I'm using a primer over the moisturizer. I'm not putting on a sunscreen today, if you noticed. Sunscreen, you have a chance of getting flashback. So for the purposes of a stage makeup, I'd probably skip it. Probably wouldn't be my first choice. Okay. You excited for this weekend, friends? Oh my gosh. I'm excited. Okay. My skin is nice and prepped for makeup. All right. I couldn't decide what I want to use, but I want to test this L'Oreal Paris 24-Hour Pro Matte Foundation. This is a matte finish. You do want a matte finish foundation. I'm going to shake it up. So this is a matte finish foundation. So any foundation that's described as matte finish or long wear, transfer proof, those are the kind of things you want to look for in your foundation. All right, so I'm just going for it. You see how matte takes away, there's like no shine on there. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous about this weekend. I think that's also why I feel extra hyper putting this face and makeup together. Oh, but I can't believe it's already here. Oh my goodness. Gotta get ready. Okay. If anyone is my skin twin looking to shade match with me, this is the shade 103 Natural Buff. The L'Oreal Paris 24-Hour Foundation. I'm going to go down my neck. Don't be afraid to go down your neck. Don't forget your ears. You don't want like a nice done face and then forget your ears. So you want to get in there and get your ears to match your body. And if your hair is going up, don't be afraid to get behind your neck. You kind of want to get everywhere you want to match. I do highly suggest, and I know when you're doing your kids, this is going to feel like a lot of makeup. So, you know, this is a more relaxed performance. Do what makes you comfortable if you're doing this for your kids, but you don't have to do everything. But the purpose of this kind of makeup, stage makeup, if you will, that's what it is you want to like build a mask on your face so when the bright lights of the stage, they don't like wash you out. So you're literally just building your face. I'm not suggesting that our beautiful, perfectly perfect kids need all this makeup, but if you want, you know, a nice look, and even their eyebrows, if they have thinner eyebrows, those are going to wash out on stage. So I would suggest filling them in, even just a little bit will make a big difference. Especially if like they have like thinner eyebrows or sparser eyebrows. I know some of our kids have sparser eyebrows. I would fill them in personally. You don't have to go crazy. I like this type of product. Like this is like the Kosas tinted gel. I'll just do like a tinted gel on Maddie and just quickly do it. I'm just filling in mine a little extra. And it might look a little extra bold. Like that's okay. Remember, you're far away and everything's going to be washed out. So it's like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want like bolder features on the face. I'm going to try to make this not look bananas in person. But stage makeup tends to be a little bit heavier, and in person might look like stark and scary. Don't be scared. What I like to do is I like to layer cream or liquid with powder products, because what that's going to do is it's going to help the longevity of your makeup. So I'm going to use this Natasha Denona liquid bronzer, and this is the shade Drenched. And I'm just going to build and sculpt my face right now. Okay. And I'm just going to use my hands and I'm just going to sculpt out my face. You could get a stick bronzer. There's a lot of nice little drugstore, like NYX has a nice stick bronzer. I like this one. This one's claims to be waterproof, long wear. So especially for stage, anything that says long wear, waterproof, those are probably products you want to gravitate towards. And I'm just sculpting out my face, sculpting my jaw, just trying to, you want to give me shape to my face. And then you could go back in with your foundation brush and kind of blend that all together. And there you go. I'm just sculpting out my face, getting right under my cheek, at the top of my forehead. Give me some color, shape, definition. Definitely try to get some practice in. I will do my very best to get this up by tomorrow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to sculpt your eyebrows. So this is a pot concealer. All right. So if you feel like you went overboard with your eyebrows, you can shape them back up. So get yourself a pot concealer or a cream stick concealer. This is Custard by NARS. And you take a small brush like this, and this can also help you with your lipstick later. And you're going to you can just sculpt and shape your eyebrow. Now you don't have to be that precise, because remember, you're not seeing precise lines on stage. I'm only showing you this step because if you're not used to coloring in your brows, this might be something that will make you feel a little more comfortable if you feel like you went overboard on your brows. And it just helps to shape out your brow. So sometimes even with Maddie, I feel like it goes a little overboard. She has a hard time with it. Like she'll look at me and be like, Mom, my eyebrows look weird. So this is a way to recover from that. Is just to kind of sculpt them out, and then you can just blend that in and see how that just kind of blends it away. And then I shaped my eyebrow back a little bit. Again, that's if you feel like you need it. That's totally optional, but that just helps with that. Okay. Concealer. All right. So you can use your concealer as your brightening shade too. And I just put a little bit here because this is where like my darkness and redness is. I like to brighten the top of my forehead. I like to go down my nose. I give myself a little lift in my eyes. And then I do my nose. I do my mouth like that. You can also do your eyes first. I don't do that. It's just kind of not the order I like to do my makeup. So when I go to do my eyes first, I feel all out of sorts. But if you're more comfortable that way, you can definitely do this in a different order. I tend to do that. I like to do my bronzer and then my concealer, because if I overdo it with the bronzer, it'll help to, the concealer can help to tone down any kind of crazy bronze. Oh, and then if you're sculpting, you can sculpt out your... Yeah, Mommy's gonna do her face and makeup real quick, and then we'll do Vlogmas. And then we got to get ready for dance. So this will help. See how I like shaped my face? I sculpted my face. That will make a difference on stage. Okay. And this is the Estee Lauder. This is the Estee Lauder foundation. Concealer. I do love this concealer. Okay. And again, remember, your go with full coverage. This is full coverage. And this is the shade 2N, if anyone's wondering. Again, you want it to be flat. See how flat? There's no... You want to add your shine on purpose. You don't want those lights bouncing off your face. Like even in the camera, you can kind of see how this is brighter. Like you really don't want that. Okay. All right. Nice. Okay, I like that. I'm happy with this as my base. I'm going to use my new Natasha Denona palette. This is the Eye Sculpt and Texture and Tone. So this is a mostly all matte palette with some shimmers. This is the kind, this is perfect for like, if you just want like a neutral look, which is what I'm going for. I do suggest using an eye primer. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the shade Eden. So I'm going to use this as my base. You do want a primer. This is going to help with the longevity of your eyes. So if you get sweaty, it's going to help mattify. It's going to help with the coloring. So if you have any kind of a redness or any kind of discolor, I don't want to say discoloration, but if you have any kind of redness on your eyes, this will help to neutralize all that. So this is the Urban Decay primer, and these are new to me. And then, so I put that on there, and I'm going to take a eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to set that base for a nice neutral look. Should I zoom you in so you can see how I do my eyes? Okay. So for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to try to do it the way we want the girls to do it for the dance team. And I do think that that's a very flattering way to do your makeup because they want all neutral, kind of everyone to look the same. So, but I'm going to use this palette. The girls have a different palette, but I'm going to use this one. I'm pretty sure I can achieve a similar look using this palette. All right, so I'm going to go in with like a mid-tone shade for myself. I'm going to take P2, and I'm just going to start building my eye look by just going into my crease. And I like when you're doing stage makeup, again, remember, it's okay to exaggerate a little bit because the point is you're looking good from the stage. And you kind of want to exaggerate your eye. So this is what people are seeing. Your eyebrows are framing your face. It's one of the first features they're going to see. And then you want to kind of we're building out a crease. And it's okay to kind of exaggerate it. You're making your eye bigger. Right. Hopefully this comes out. I'm like really nervous because if you're using this for the show and you hate how your makeup comes out, I'll be devastated. All right. So it's kind of, see how I was like neutral, I didn't go crazy. I'm building slowly. And if you're new to makeup, you want to build slowly. Okay, so I'm going to take a darker shade. Oh, this doesn't have as many. Interesting. All right, I'm going to take Y3. And I'm just going to kind of build out the corner of my eye. And so we're basically building like a smoky eye. I like a nice smoky eye look. I'm just kind of doing that. And if you have hooded eyes, you want to kind of go over your hood. It's going to almost be a little uncomfortable. You'll be like, why is that going in there? Because you want to see it. If your skin's coming down on your eye, you want to be able to see the shape that you're making. It's an illusion. You're making an illusion. You're supposed to tap. I've been practicing tapping, but it's really hard to get into that habit. I'm going to take a smaller brush, and this is the N22, BK Beauty N22 Nikki brush. And then I'm going to go in with this shade C3 in here. And I just want to stay, can you see me? Okay, I just want to stay kind of closer to the lash line. And I just want to build out a little bit of that smoke. Very nice. And you can go as dramatic and deep as you like, whatever's comfortable. But this is a nice, this is how I do my makeup and how I'm going to do the tutorial for the girls that dance, for the team. So see how I shaped that out? Okay. And if you feel like it doesn't look right, it's okay to take a fluffy brush and just kind of blend that. You want to blend it together. All right. I do feel like I need to set with some powder. I'm going to grab my Nikki N15. This is a translucent shade. And I'm just setting. I'm just setting my concealer. I'm running out of time. We gotta go. Oh no. Look at what I just did. I just took a huge chunk out of that eyeshadow. Oh no. I panned it. And I got it all over myself. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm so nervous about these tutorials. All right. So I'm going to take a shade like the Y3. Like Y3. And I'm just going to smoke out the bottom lash line. I'm going to try to finish this in like 10 minutes real time. This does feel like we're about to go on a real stage. Now we need to take something to brighten. So I'm going to take this R1. Again, you kind of want to match what's good for your skin tone. But for me, R1 is like a perfect, this looks like, I should say. I've never used this palette before. Like a bright, yeah, see, perfect. A nice brightening shade. Kind of brightens the center of my face. I like it. Okay. All right, now I'm going to take C1, is the shimmer shade in here. I don't know what this is going to look like, so hopefully I don't regret it, but I'm going to take C1, I'm going to put it on the inner and kind of on my eyelid. The inner side of my eyelid. It's not really shimmery enough. Okay. We're going to do a little hack here because this is a mostly matte palette meant for more neutral looks, but we are dancers. We are dancing the night away. So I'm going to take this ColourPop Super Shock in the shade Sailor. I'm going to use my finger and I'm just going to put it on my eyelid, and that, look at that sparkle. Isn't that pretty? We want a little bit of sparkle. I should have used a glitter glue or a glitter primer like the NYX has one, but I don't have one in front of me, but that would have helped that stick a lot better. But that's really pretty. I like that a lot. Okay. I'm nervous. I want to get this done. But the main points for the purpose of our showcase is you want to get it matte. You want a matte base. I'm taking a liquid eyeliner. Just use a regular eyeliner if liquid is not comfortable for you. Don't be stressing yourself out trying to get a liquid eyeliner, a wing on. I'm not great at it either, but you're supposed to open your eye, look at yourself, and kind of make that little thing, and then you can close your eye and attach it. The Maybelline liquid eyeliner is really nice. I should have grabbed that one. I have one open. It's just fine, but I've been using these and I love it. This is the Bisha eyeliner. I don't even know where you can get it. I got this in one of my boxes, my Ipsy box, and I love it. I never heard of this brand, but okay. Okay. All right. So see how I did a little baby wing? Good enough. All right. I highly suggest you get a brightening shade like this Sephora Coconut. You put it in your bottom waterline. I can't do this on Maddie. We cannot get to the point where she trusts me enough to get into her eyeball. So it's okay if you can't get this on your child, but if you could get it on yourself, it's going to help open up your eye, especially on that stage makeup. And the last time I filmed this video and it failed on me, I actually practiced with a more white color. This is Sephora Coconut. It's more of a cream color. I think for the purposes of stage makeup, a more white color might look nice, but I couldn't decide if I liked it or not. I do want to use a little sparkly shade under my eye. Sephora has a bunch of really nice ones, but this one's just quicker for me to grab. This is Twilight from the Sarah Creel eyeliners. This is a great long wear eyeliner. I really like this shade, and I'm just going to put it under right here. And what that's going to do is just give you like a little subtle twinkle. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And I'm going to take my brush and just kind of smudge that out a little bit. I'm like trying to hurry. Oh yeah, I still gotta get dressed. I don't know what this thing is, and I'm not the first. A lot of content creators actually talk about this. Like their nose gets itchy when they go to film. I wonder what that's about. That's happened to me a lot lately. I'm going to use a black eyeliner. I'm going to curl my lashes. I like to curl my lashes. I don't curl Maddie's. I'm just afraid I'm going to end up ripping them out of her eyeballs. But for myself, I like to have a nice curled lash. I always use an eyelash primer. Today is not going to be any different for me. I do suggest one, but if you don't want to, that's okay. Get yourself a nice, waterproof is nice for the stage, especially if you are going to be sweating a lot. For Madeline, I like to use the Cali Ray tubing mascara for a couple reasons. One, I can buy a mini of it. You can get it at Sephora. It's tubing. And I like tubing for Maddie because, she's 9 and I don't want her to be really rough on her face, and it's just easier for that to wash off, and it lasts, and she already has naturally beautiful eyelashes, and it's gentle, and I love that one for her. This is the L'Oreal Panorama Mascara Voluminous All Night. That's what I'm going to use today. I have it here. It's black. Oh my gosh, we have to hurry up. I'm not even have time to change, which I think is fine. I'll just grab my hip hop shoes. Let's hurry. We gotta hurry. We are on a time crunch. I'm gonna use the KJH shade in Soft Tomato. This is a brand new blush to me, and I think this would be pretty for the stage. You want to do extra. It's gonna look funny. It's okay for it to be extra bright because this is probably not the perfect shade. The Rare Beauty is perfect for this because those are very pigmented. But this is KJH brand. This is a matte. I like the Rare Beauty for Maddie. I think it gets her cheeks nice and pretty. I'm just kind of experimenting with this color. I'm going to go up on my face. I like it on my nose. I like to have that blushy look. Again, it's personal preference, but I prefer like a blushy look. Okay. Oh, I'm happy with that. So this is cream, and I'm going to top this with a powder blush. I grabbed the deep red powder blush from Guerlain, and I'm just going to... Now, I know that looks bold, but remember, your face is going to be washed out on stage, so it's okay for it to be a little extra. Plus, your when you're first doing your makeup, like it's gonna feel bold and bright, but like your face eats your makeup. Mine does anyway. Okay. All right. Now we want a highlighter. I highly suggest these Dior palette highlighters. They're beautiful. You have multiple shades. You can use them as a blush topper. This is the shade 01 Universal. These are really nice. I do suggest these as an option. I'm going to take this bright white shade. I'm going to put it in the center of my eye for a little pop. I'm going to put it on my brow bone. I zoomed you out a little bit. Hopefully you can see this better. Okay. I'm going to take this white and I'm just going to get the top of my cheeks. So this is where you want the light to hit you and kind of bounce back, and you're going to look glowy and beautiful. Your chin, your nose. Okay. You could do the top of your forehead a little bit right here above your brow bone. It's kind of where I like to do it. Play, experiment. What do you like? I like a bronzer. Again, you're kind of sandwiching in that makeup. This is the Dior bronzer. L'Oreal makes a beautiful bronzer. The Infallible is like a long wear, beautiful bronzer. Don't feel like you have to get luxury makeup, but this is a beautiful bronzer. I love this one. This is the Dior. This one is specifically the shade 20 medium matte. And I'm just kind of setting my face. Now for our lips. You want to take off whatever balm you put on there. Grab yourself a liner, a lip liner. Maybelline lifters are beautiful. And you want to get yourself a red lip. Go with a more matte lip, a long wear. Liquid lipsticks are nice. I'm just grabbing what's in my collection right now. This is Scarlet Tom Ford. Nice. Tom Ford lipsticks are beautiful. A long wear. I love that. I love that. Okay. Nice. A little trick I do want to teach you. And I didn't do it here today because I didn't need it. Oh, this is a hack you need to learn. Because you're going to need it. Especially for the littles when you're doing their makeup with that bright red lip. Get yourself your concealer. You're going to get yourself a brush like this. Right? And let's just pretend I went... Alright, I smudged out my lip. See? What you're going to do is you're going to take this, put this on here, and then you're just going to take your concealer and you're just going to shape the lip back. This is help you give you a little lift too if you feel like. Okay? You can shape your lip. See how I shaped it? I'm going to take my concealer brush and blend that out. Or your foundation brush. Okay, there you go. So I highly suggest grabbing one of these and like a pot type of concealer. I tend to, for the dance competitions, I grab every one I have. So I can help out the other girls. Okay, so my two favorite setting sprays, there's two. I highly suggest this combo. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrushed. Milani has a nice one too, drugstore, that's really nice, but this is my go-to, my favorite. Okay, that's gonna lock that in. It takes away that like powdery feel if you feel like it's powder, too much powder. Then you're gonna take this one, this is like hairspray on your face. Hold your breath. Done. And there you go. There is your stage makeup. Hopefully hopefully you can follow along with this tutorial. I know it was a little fast-paced, but I gotta go dance. But if you have any questions, especially if you're an IRL friend, just call me, text me, message me, put it in the comments below. I'm happy to help you pick out makeup, whatever you need. I know that the recital is on Sunday, so I look forward to seeing everybody. And I'll have my little makeup kit, so if you need help, I will do my best to help you. But there you go. There's the makeup. And then, you know, do your hair first. Get that tied back. Okay, so there's your stage makeup. That will last the night. Shouldn't go anywhere. Any questions, let me know. Remember, you want to stick with matte. Highlight where you want it, but as matte as possible. Some shimmer on the eyes. Neutral, red lip. All right. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.